Hello everyone, this is Dylan from Ballcoins Mining. Today I'm going to show you guys how to switch your GPUs, your AMD GPUs into R Mode. R Mode is a new feature that just came out from TeamRedMiners. I'll post a link to the GitHub release so you can read more about it. But pretty much in a nutshell, the R Mode is a mode that you can set your GPUs to be in while mining that will make them more efficient, will maybe give them a couple more hashes. Every GPU kind of has a different benefit. One thing that TeamRedMiners says is that the 5700 XTs do get the most benefit out of this mode, and also the Vegas. This rig right here has 9xVega64s. Some of them are liquid cooled, some of them are air cooled. This rig right here has a 3070 and 3 5700 XTs. And then up here we got 6 more Vega64s, a mix of air cooled and liquid cooled. So these 5700 XTs actually don't have any clocks on them right now. They've just been BIOS modded. You can take a look at the hive here. So they've just been BIOS modded. They're getting 53 mega hash each, and yeah, we're gonna have to try to get that wattage down and maybe get to about 56 mega hashes. So right now I'm just shutting these down, getting Hive updated. You got to be on the latest version of Hive. I don't know for sure, but obviously that's just the best practice. So I'm gonna get these things shut down. I'm gonna update Hive, and we'll go into how to switch into R mode and get some more efficiency out of the GPUs. Alright guys, so I did manage to get one of the rigs to just update on its own. The other two are going through this method with the Hive-replace. So we're gonna just let these do what they gotta do. Hopefully they don't actually take 6 hours. I guess I'll just do a part 2 video about the 5700 XTs. So today we'll just be covering the Vega64s, which is this rig. We got it to 0.6-217 at 220515. That is the current version and the most latest version. These are all Vega 56. Well, they're actually Vega 64s with a Vega 56 BIOS mod. These are the current clocks we had. And I mean, the cards were already running pretty efficient. They got about 53 mega hashes each. I'll put a screenshot of the mega hashes on the screen so you can see. The wattage they used was pretty good as well. Overall, very happy with how they turned out, but with the new R mode, let's make them even more efficient. So let's start going into R mode now. So we're gonna make a new flight sheet. All right, it's gonna be ETH. We send it to the Nexo. Pool, stay on the Hive. Yep, all good. We're gonna name it R Mode Vega 64. All right. So now for the miner, this is where it kind of changes. We're gonna choose custom. So we're going to do custom. We're going to set up the miner config. We can make the miner name pretty much anything. I'm just going to set it to custom R mode. Set it like that. Now we're going to need the installation URL. So this installation URL is provided by TeamRedMiners. I'm going to paste it in here. The wallet and worker template. So we're just going to put, fill that in. So I'm going to fill this all out, and then I'll come back and we can review it all, and yeah. Alright, so here's how you got to fill out the flight sheet. Just simply paste this installation URL and it will auto-populate the miner name. Obviously you're going to choose ethash. Wallet and worker template, you can just click this I and just click this top one. For pool URL, if you're using Hivon, you're going to want to use stratum plus TCP :// %URL %. For the extra config arguments, you're going to want to type --kernel _VM _ mode = RR. And we're going to hit apply changes. We're going to create the flight sheet. Alright, so we've got right here, R Mode Vega64. Now we're going to go to our workers. We're going to go to this one, which is on the latest Hive model, Hive version. We are going to change now the flight sheet to this one, clicking the rocket ship. So we're going to let that change. Once we get confirmation, we'll boot up the miner, and then we are going to make sure that we're on R mode. One thing you're going to want to do is before you run the flight sheet, you're going to want to put all of your core values to 1,000. So I'm going to change all my core values to 1,000. You don't have to touch anything else. And as you can see here, we do have an AMD mem tweak. We got, I believe they're called straps. Those just help the Vegas run more efficient. So we're going to let those overclocks hit, and then I'm going to reboot. And then once it's done rebooting, we're going to check to see if it's mining in R mode. And then once we can confirm that it's mining in R mode, we're going to tweak the core clocks, see how much more efficient we can make it, and go from there. So once this reboots, I'll show you guys how to check how it's in R mode, and we'll continue. Alright guys, so it is currently the next day. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish this all at once. So I got 2 rigs here with the TRM beta miner installed, but one of them will not mine. There is an additional step that I'll go through to hopefully fix this one. But this one started mining even with just the current flight sheet. So that's great. I noticed a couple mega hashes. We went from 454 to 456. Everything stayed the same. I didn't touch any of the clocks. The wattage stayed pretty much the same. So I'm going to tinker with that a little bit and hopefully get better results. Hopefully we can get the core clock down to like 925, 950 on all these. One way to check if you are in R mode is to open your Hive shell. Open up your Hive shell. You're going to want to type miner, and you can see here, not sure if you can see, hang on. You can see that it says R over here. So if it says that R and then the number, that means you are mining in R mode. So I'm going to now just tinker with all the settings, see if I can get this wattage down, and I'll show you guys the results. Hello everybody, we got this rig all tuned out now. There's just one GPU giving me a little bit of trouble. It is GPU number 2. This one gave me trouble before. For whatever reason, it just cannot be pushed as hard as the other ones. As you can see, the clocks for GPU number 2 are way different than most of the other ones. I was able to get the core down to 925 like TeamRedMiners said, so that's great. Wattage started at 1470 watts, 1470. It is now down to about 1300, so almost a 170 watt decrease there. And not only that, got the mega hash from 456 all the way to 478.4. That is what I was able to get. I'm sure, after GPU number 2 is all tuned out, those numbers might be a little bit different, but I mean the results are absolutely astonishing. Definitely worth the time here for this rig. I'll have some better numbers and calculations probably in the next part of the video. This will probably conclude part 1. So we got 9xVega64s, which are flashed to Vega 56 to run much more efficiently, make much more hash rate, and overall, absolutely fantastic job on TeamRedMiners end. Yeah, this is great. Spent about 5 hours overclocking these. I was honestly amazed at how low I was able to get the voltage and the core clock on most of these cards. Memory 1000 was pretty much the only one that made any difference. When I would go up to about 1010 or 1005, it didn't really add any hashes or save anything in terms of wattage. So those, and yeah, so we're getting almost 53 mega hashes for every single card, which is more than what TeamRedMiners said. They said probably get around 51 to 52. So seeing some get 53 is definitely awesome. If I refresh, it takes a little bit, but I want you guys to see. Yeah, right there. See 53.39, 53, 53, 53, 53, 52, 51. So I mean, this is awesome. Yeah, so stay tuned for part 2 where we do this rig right here. I'll show you guys how to fix the beta not really running properly. I'm gonna do that, and then lastly, in probably part 3, we'll do the 5700 XTs and see what we can do with that. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.